Dolphins this week heading into Buffalo. Just your thoughts about going into your first playoff game, career playoff game.
Yeah, well, good thing for me. I feel like I got a pretty good just feel for what a playoff game kind of would look like just last week. You know, it was a winner go home type situation for us. So getting to experience kind of what that felt like last week, I think was helpful. But you know, this week is just going to be like any other week for me. This entire season is just preparing. Like I'm going to be the starter and getting reps to where I can build some confidence throughout the week and build continuity with this offense to where when we go out there we can play fast and play with confidence on Sunday.
Do you think it'll hit you Saturday when you're there, when you arrive, or Sunday when you walk into the stadium? When do you think that moment will hit you?
I'm going to try to eliminate that as much as possible. I don't really know when that will. I can't say when exactly that will happen. I don't know. I'm sure it will at some point, but just trying to eliminate, the emotion of all of that as much as I can, and just treat it like any other game.
Skylar, if someone would have told you a year ago that you were going to be starting in a playoff game in your rookie season, what would you have thought?
Obviously, like it's a goal of mine to be a starter and be in these types of situations. You just never know what that's going to look like exactly, in the way that things have played out this year, to where I've had an opportunity to play, a little bit and have an opportunity like this weekend. It's crazy. But I'm very, very excited for it, and this is what I've worked for a very long time. So it's time to soak it in and have fun with it and do the best that I can to help this team win.
Skylar, Mike praised your boys not turn the ball over. I think you said 1 sack you guys took, but 9 points. More will be needed, presumably, against the Bills, correct?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And this is the flow of the game, the way that it was playing out. We didn't score a touchdown, but that's obviously the goal every time we touch the football. But all we needed was a field goal to win it. And, that came a reality for me on that last drive, is just put us in a position to where we can kick a field goal and trust Jason that he's going to hit it. And, that's what I did. So, but, yeah, obviously, like, we want to score every time we get the ball, and especially against a team like this. It's a very good football team, very good offense, very good defense all around. Any chances you get to score touchdowns, you got to capitalize and do that.
Scott, I was curious how much you remember Daryl Bevel then, quarterback's coach, and what sticks out to you about him, not only as a coach but as a person?
Yeah, well, he's been a tremendous help for me, and just he's a great coach. He's a great person above everything, which is awesome. And his demeanor, the way that he approaches the coaching of the quarterback position, I think has helped our entire room of just staying calm, cool, and collected through everything that we've experienced this year. And he does a great job throughout the week of just prepping us and getting us ready for the game, and proposing different situations, looks that just kind of help just run things through our mind, to where when we get to the game we can play fast. And he's been awesome. Appreciate Coach Bev a lot.
Skylar, how much have Tua and Teddy helped you in instances where you've been elevated to a start?
Yeah, well, they've both been a great help to me, in supporting me, which has meant a lot to me. Coming from guys that have had a lot of experience and have played the position in the league, and just spreading wisdom to me as much as they can. Not trying to overwhelm me or give me too much information, but just tad bits here and there to help me just slow the game down and play fast. Both those guys have helped me a lot.
Skylar, you were on the sideline a few weeks ago in Buffalo with the snowballs flying and everything else, the cold weather. We don't know if Hamlin's going to be there. It's possible, I suppose. What sort of atmosphere are you expecting when you walk into that stadium?
Yeah, well, it was electric last time we were there, and I expect nothing less now. My thoughts and prayers are out with Hamlin, and everything that's happened with that organization, and the way that he's bounced back is amazing. It shows the power of prayer, of how much it just can impact the world, and his story is going to be phenomenal, of how many people he's going to impact through what he experienced. But it's going to be rocking. I know that. It was last time, and they have a great fan base. There's a great atmosphere. You can tell they feed off of that, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
Skylar, you touched on starting last week. I think at the start, knowing your confidence level, how has it changed? You got to be confident in that position, but how has it changed? Just getting that one start.
Yeah, well, I honestly feel every snap I feel more and more confident. And it's not always going to be perfect. We strive for perfection at this position, and that's what you want. But in reality, name a quarterback who's ever played a perfect game. So for me, it's just dialing in on one play at a time and taking the game as it comes, controlling what I can control, and ultimately just giving it my best. Because my best is always enough. It's something my former quarterback coach at K-State, Colin Klein, used to always tell me, and that's something I just remind myself all the time. Is my best is always enough. And I think just moving forward, that's going to be my same mentality and just having fun with it.
Skylar, you talked to us about how influential your family's been in your journey, and I think your dad and the role he's played in your now NFL career. How excited are they? What's the reaction like? Are they going to be in Buffalo?
Yeah, my dad will be driving from Kansas City to Buffalo for the game. And it was really cool. They were supposed to come down here for Christmas, but their flights got canceled. And before we even knew anything about last week, they rescheduled their flights to come down to the Jets game, and it just happened to work out that I was starting, so everything happened for a reason. But, I've had tremendous support from my family, my friends, everybody back home supporting me. The amount of text messages that I've gotten and just support and encouraging words has been overwhelming, but it's awesome. It just tells me I'm surrounded by great people and have great people in my life, and that's something that I value a lot.
Every game plan is different. You just obviously run the football, protect the ball last week. You looking forward to opening it up a little bit, maybe more?
Yeah, like I was kind of touching on earlier, it's just about feeling the flow of the game, and I think that's super important at the quarterback position, being able to feel what that's like, and knowing the situation, of when there's times to take care of the football, and maybe where there's times where you can hang on and give it a shot, and that's something that I'm just learning through and growing through as I go. But yeah, obviously we want to open up the field and take our shots when we get them, and be explosive on offense. So yeah, that's something we definitely want to do, but let's take what the defense gives them.
Skylar, we saw Tua was greeting teammates as they came off the field in the tunnel last game. What did he tell you after you quarterbacked that win?
Yeah, he told me he's really proud of me, and for what Tua has experienced this year, I can only imagine how hard it is for him. But I just commend his leadership and the way that he's treated me throughout this whole process. It'd be hard to do, and he's been very supportive of me and everybody in this locker room, considering all the stuff that he's going through. So I think it shows the type of person and leader he is, and it's meant a lot to me for sure.
Couple more guys. Sorry if you've been asked this already, but from standing on the sidelines a few weeks ago and just watch from the sideline perspective, watching the Buffalo Bills defense, what are some of the things that going through your head as you go into this game to be successful?
Yeah, well, they're a very good defense. You can tell they have a lot of veteran guys that have played a lot of football, and they play fast. They're very disciplined, and they play hard. And for me, it comes down to just executing and doing our job each and every play, and not getting ahead of ourselves, not trying to press. Just takes what the defense gives me and gives us, and just take it as the game comes, And it's going to be a great challenge for us, and I got the experience of seeing it in person. What the atmosphere is going to look like, getting snowballs chucked at us. All that. It was awesome.
No snow this time, I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Above all else, it's a great atmosphere, and it's fun. That's what makes the game fun, and I'm just looking forward to going out there and competing, and I know our guys are too.
Coach, can I just one more? Coach McDaniel talked going to December what it would be like for you guys to experience December football. Mm-hmm. Now it goes to a different level, playoff football. What type of energy are you expecting, and maybe some of the things you might have to get used to pretty quick? You just got used to one full game, and now you're into the next level of full game.
Yeah, that's just something that. I know there's more at stake, but like I was saying, last week there was a lot at stake too, so I got a similar feeling of win or go home type situation, and I know there's a lot at stake, and they're going to be ready to go, and they got a lot to play for, considering all the stuff they've experienced the past couple of weeks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So. Looking forward to it.